Enter our main character, Ellie, a small robot with a big mission. Ellie is not your ordinary robot. She is a language collector, a seeker of lost words and phrases. Her world, once vibrant with linguistic harmony, has lost its words. Her mission? To restore this harmony, to bring back the lost words and phrases. And so Ellie arrives at the magical park of English words. It's a place like no other, a place where words and phrases live and breathe. It's a place where the rustle of leaves is a whisper of adjectives, where the chirping of the birds is a song of verbs. Ellie's circuits buzz with excitement. She's eager to embark on her journey, to explore this park, to dive into its nooks and crannies, to uncover its secrets. She knows it won't be easy, but she's ready for the challenge. And so Ellie steps into the park, ready to embark on her incredible journey. Ellie's first stop is the Garden of Everyday Phrases. Bursting with life and chatter, the garden is a magical place where phrases bloom like flowers, filling the air with the melody of everyday English expressions. Here, Ellie finds the phrase, "Good morning," shimmering like a golden sunflower. This phrase, a universal greeting, is used to wish someone a pleasant start to their day. It's a warm way to acknowledge someone's presence in the early hours, a simple yet powerful tool to foster friendly connections. Next, tucked away beneath a leafy canopy, hides the phrase, "Thank you." This is a phrase of gratitude, a beautiful blossom of appreciation. Saying thank you is an essential part of polite conversation, a way of showing that we value and appreciate the efforts of others. It's a small phrase with a big impact, a flower of courtesy that brightens any interaction. Among the verdant foliage, Ellie finds, "Excuse me." This phrase, like a delicate vine, weaves its way into our conversations, allowing us to politely get someone's attention or navigate through a crowded space. It's an expression of respect, showing that we care about others' personal space and peace. And let's not forget, "How are you?" A phrase that blooms like a daisy, simple yet profound. It's a way to show concern for others, to check in on their well-being. In the Garden of Everyday Phrases, it's a flower that never wilts, a testament to the enduring power of empathy and care in our everyday interactions. Each phrase Ellie collects in this garden is a seed of understanding, a way to foster connections and navigate the world with grace and politeness. They're simple, yes, but packed with meaning, and using them can turn a conversation into a garden of its own, filled with respect, kindness, and care. With her collection growing, Ellie leaves the garden, ready for her next adventure. After all, there are still many more areas in the magical park of English words that are waiting to be explored, and many more phrases that are eager to be found. Next, Ellie finds herself in the Meadow of Numbers. In this enchanting meadow, numbers bloom like flowers under the bright sky. Ellie, with her curious eyes, starts to explore this numeric wonderland, gathering number-related words and phrases. Each number she collects brightens her with new knowledge. Numbers, you see, are integral to the English language and communication. They're not just for counting apples or telling time. They're woven into everyday phrases and idioms, adding color and depth to our conversations. Ellie first stumbles upon the number 1. It's not just a digit, it's a symbol of unity. It's used in phrases like "one of a kind," which means unique or special. Ellie gently picks the phrase, storing it in her memory. Moving on, she discovers the number 2. It's about companionship, used in phrases like "two's company," meaning that sometimes having just one other person for company is enjoyable. Ellie smiles, adding the phrase to her collection. Then she comes across the number 3. It represents completeness and stability in English. Think about the phrase, "third time's the charm," which suggests that success comes after trying something for the 3rd time. Ellie gleefully gathers this phrase, feeling a sense of accomplishment. The number 10 also catches Ellie's attention. It's often used to denote perfection or completeness, like in the phrase 10 out of 10. Ellie carefully picks it up, realizing that numbers can also express quality. As she ventures further, Ellie learns about larger numbers too. She finds 1,000, often used to emphasize a large quantity, as in "thanks a million." She quickly adds it to her collection, understanding that numbers can also express gratitude. In the Meadow of Numbers, Ellie discovers that numbers are not just mathematical entities, but linguistic tools that add richness to the English language. They're in the phrases we use, the idioms we speak, and the metaphors we create. Feeling accomplished, Ellie moves on from the meadow with a new set of linguistic tools. Ellie now ventures into the Forest of Times. Here, amidst towering trees that seem to whisper ancient secrets, Ellie encounters words and phrases that are keys to unlocking the mystery of time in English. The forest is alive with the rustling of leaves that echo words like yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Each one holds a unique piece of the puzzle, offering a glimpse into the past, a snapshot of the present, and a projection into the future. Let's walk with Ellie and explore these fascinating timekeepers of the English language. First, we come across yesterday, a word that carries the weight of the past. It's a word imbued with memories, experiences, and lessons learned. When Ellie uses yesterday, she's looking back, recalling events that have already happened. Next, we stumble upon today. This is the word for the present, the here and now. Today is a celebration of the current moment, the experiences we're living right now. It's a powerful word that Ellie uses to express the ongoing present. And then we spot tomorrow, a word filled with the promise and potential of what's yet to come. It's a word that looks to the future, filled with anticipation and hope. When Ellie says tomorrow, she's projecting her thoughts into the future, imagining what might come next. But these are just a few examples. The forest of times is lush with other words and phrases that capture different moments and periods. Words like hour, minute, second, or phrases like once upon a time, in the blink of an eye, and time flies add richness to our understanding of time. Each word Ellie collects in this forest is a tool she can use to express time in English. They create a sense of order, allowing us to understand when events happen and in what sequence. Equipped with the concept of time, Ellie proceeds to her final destination. Finally, Ellie arrives at the Lake of Flowers. The air here is filled with a sweet fragrance, a symphony of scents that tells a story of nature's bounty. This is where the words bloom, where language takes on the hues and shades of the flora that surrounds the lake. Ellie starts her journey along the lake's edge, picking up words like petals fallen on the path. She finds daisy, a simple yet delightful word, as pure and innocent as the flower it represents. She stumbles upon lavender, a word that carries with it an aroma of calmness and tranquility. Then she encounters tulip, a word as vibrant and colorful as the flower itself. As she ventures deeper into the Lake of Flowers, she uncovers phrases that paint vivid pictures of the natural world. Blossoming with joy, a phrase that captures the essence of happiness as it blooms like a flower. As fresh as a daisy, a phrase that embodies the crisp, rejuvenating sensation of a new day. Pushing up daisies, a phrase that, despite its morbid meaning, holds a sense of humor and lightheartedness. These words and phrases are not just labels for the plants that grow in our gardens or the flowers that brighten up our homes. They are symbols, metaphors we use to describe our emotions, our experiences, and our lives. When we say someone is blooming, we're not just referring to their physical appearance. We're saying they're thriving, they're flourishing, they're reaching their full potential. When we describe a place as lush, we're not just talking about the greenery. We're talking about the abundance, the richness, the vibrancy of that place. Language is a garden, and words are its flowers. They bring color to our conversations, fragrance to our narratives. They allow us to express the beauty, the complexity, the diversity of the world around us. With a final addition to her collection, Ellie completes her mission at the Lake of Flowers. She doesn't just leave with a basket full of words and phrases, she leaves with a deeper appreciation for the power of language, for its capacity to capture the essence of our world, one word, one phrase, one flower at a time. Returning home, Ellie is ready to restore linguistic harmony. Our little robot friend has had quite the adventure, exploring the magic park of English words, gathering everyday phrases from the garden, numbers from the meadow, tenses from the forest, and even beautiful words from the Lake of Flowers. Each word and phrase has its own place in the grand scheme of the English language. The phrases Ellie collected from the garden have given her the tools to engage in everyday conversations. The numbers from the meadow have allowed her to quantify her world. The tenses from the forest have added depth to her expressions, allowing her to talk about the past, present, and future. And the beautiful words from the Lake of Flowers have added a touch of poetry to her language, making it more vibrant and colorful. Every single word, every phrase, contributes to the rich tapestry of linguistic harmony. And so Ellie's mission is accomplished. Our little robot has restored linguistic harmony one word at a time,